Welcome to American Self-Defense Concepts. I'm Nick.
I'm Doug.
And welcome to Weapons of Opportunity. Welcome back to American Self-Defense Concepts, Weapons of Opportunity. My name is Nick.
I'm Doug.
All right. What do you have for us today, Doug?
Well, today I got this handy little toy. It's a camping slash tactical slash axe. Tomahawk throwing axe thing. So as you can see, it comes with a nice cover. It's got a belt loop. I don't know how practical this will be, but as you can see, one end has a hammer. This is why I went with this one. A lot of these throwing tomahawks have a spike on the other end, but if you're actually using it for camping and survival and blah blah blah, the hammerhead actually would serve a better purpose. So that's why we went with this one. So I'll have Vanna White here to kind of model this. Stop. It's a model thing. You're not Vanna White, either. Don't be say Jack, he's being an ass to people. Okay, this thing is an overall length from tip to tip, 15.5 inches.
Size my
So
order.
it's actually a little longer than, if you look at this handle, it's actually a double grip handle. And the axe portion of this, 3.9 inches. From hammerhead to tip, 6.5 inches, and weighs about 2 pounds. It's got a fiberglass reinforced handle, and the head unit is a cast stainless steel. So, and this carries a 5-star rating on Amazon. Amazon is where we got this. Now let's talk about our personal feelings about it. It's so pretty.
It's a pretty axe.
It's a battle axe.
Look at that axe.
All right.
Start off.
Well, you're fondling the tool.
You've played a lot more than I have.
Oh, I know. So overall, it is sharp. Like just about any other edge weapon we bring on here, it's sharp. And to me, this would be an awesome thrower if you're into throwing axes, especially with that extra handle length on the handle. As a survival or camping, and with the hammerhead, there's endless things you can do with this thing.
Yeah, like survival and camping, this would be a pretty good one.
As a self-defense weapon, I would probably end up cutting it off and making it a single hand handle weapon. Take off that couple, right here is where the second grip starts, so I'd probably cut it off at the bottom of here and take that section off, just to make it a little more fluid in the hand. But I mean, you could do it as it is too. I mean, it's going to boil down to personal preference. And this thing, if I remember right now, I gotta look, hang on. It wasn't that expensive. It was actually, whoops. I lost it. I did lose it. Using my 9DC.
I feel like a lumberjack.
Right. Oh, this was actually one of the cheaper ones. There's another one out there I found. I think it was a JTX. It was running about $40. This one cost $28.99. $28.99.
You son of a bitch! I'm in!
But yeah, I like this. I mean, if you're actually, driving state tents or whatever, that hammerhead is awesome. I haven't thrown it yet to know if it kind of messes with how it travels, but you gotta, most throwing axes or tomahawks have a spike on this side pointed out so you can stick it with either side. So it'd be interesting when I actually get a chance to throw this baby to see if it travels well. I guess worst case, hit him in the head with a hammer part. Don't force trauma.
Yeah.
It's aerodynamic too. Did you see that? It's got holes. Probably use those to pull nails or whatever you want to do.
I don't think you fit your fingers in there, really. But, anyway, I was thinking it's like if they were big enough, you sit there and put some slice of fingers in there and break them.
Wow. We're reaching for the ropes there a little bit. Mike Tyson.
Well, I'm sure we've taken a year off of that.
Right? Probably much cleaner too.
Right?
Let's email Evander Holyfield. I find it quite interesting that he is really pushing at it to get the second fight with Tyson. It's like he must have forgot about the ear biting or something. I don't know.
Right.
No offense, I like Tyson too, but history is history. It is what it is. Have a nice day.
Right.
Okay, you can ramble on a little bit.
Well, I mean, kind of going off to what you kind of said on it too. I do like the hammer end option on this too, because those are a little bit hard to find too. To find one with actual hammer end on it was Tomahawk wise.
I've seen a couple.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I love also the bladed sides too, because that's nice for like, hey, if I'm hooking and want to come back through and still do a stabbing kind of motion with it, I have that option. But nothing wrong with a little blunt force trauma too, because that can work in your favor as well.
I'd actually like to see this one with a double blade on it and make a little battle axe.
Yeah, that's one of the things I threw out too. It'd be nice to sit there and have both the axe heads on both sides sit there, and like you said, a little battle axe to. I mean, I love the shape of tomahawks because I mean they're so good for that hooking, and then also their tomahawks are usually so small enough where you can sit there and work a lot of things up close personally. I mean, this is why we're doing this in front of our picture here tonight, because I mean, Native Americans were very good with their weapons.
Yeah,
when
they
it
were
came to knives,
skilled warriors.
Mm-hmm. Knives and tomahawks, man. I mean, even in that culture, though, I mean, killing somebody was their last resort, even in battle. I mean, they'd rather have the courage to show their fellow warriors and whatnot that they were brave for confronting an enemy and letting him live. Violence and death was the last resort, and I mean, if they could take somebody alive, they were going to take somebody alive. I mean,
so you got to forget about all the Hollywood bullshit, the propaganda that is put in the middle. They were a very peaceful people, and their warriors were very respectful, actually.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they had great respect for life. I mean, just with that culture itself, just being one with nature and respect for the spirit part of every single person and every living thing. So I have a lot of respect for like the Lakota and Native American culture in general with that aspect. My only beefs too. I mean, yes, the handle is a little long, but again, you can still grip that at that one top hand point, still have that fluidity with it and hooking. And then, I mean, if you wanted to sit there and add that extra long piece, I mean, yes, you can cut it off and just keep it a one-hander. But even with doing this one-handed, I have this extra part again for a hooking part or extra leverage for a choke or something like that. So I mean, it still does have its uses for my end. I mean,
yeah, you could use it like the base of an escrima stick.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, a lot of escrima motions you can still do with that, and I do like having that option too, where if I wanted to keep the range with somebody between me, I at least have that extra spacing there. I can keep them at a farther distance with that too. My only other thing I'd actually worried about more with this is, now that I'm looking at this handle better, is that what it's actually made of and keeping hold of this with the plastic, especially with the seams right here. I don't know how well that would hold up actually hitting that handle.
Fiberglass reinforced, nylon reinforced. If it was, one would think, if it's designed for throwing, that it could take a little punishment. My biggest concern would be the set screws.
Oh yeah, which that's still part of that too, though. So I mean, the biggest thing that's really you would look for damage really when buying this, I think, would just be the handle in general, kind of, especially up through that area, even where it's notched in at. I mean, that's really my only big concern about it. Really, it's just that. Other than that, it's not a bad little wax.
And it did come with the teeth, and it does have a belt loop. Oh gosh, that's too long. So it has nice little Velcro pouch that goes over, and then you can also snap down across the hammerhead side. The belt loop. I don't know if you can see this or not.
Got a good brain.
And it did come with a ripcord as well, so you could actually make a wrist strap out of it, or a wrap handle, depending on what you want to do with it. I hate dangly strings, so yet I'm wearing a hoodie with dangly strings.
I'm not.
But overall, did you hear the one about the Lone Ranger?
No.
Guy walks into the bar. And Tonto was out there running around Silver. He goes, pardon me, Lone Ranger, I think you left your engine running. You're welcome.
Come on now, I thought we were just paying respects to him, goddammit.
I am, but I still can have my bad jokes. I have bad jokes about every culture, so. But no offense to the Native American culture. It is if you look at it and forget everything you've been taught, brainwashed, it is a beautiful culture.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we've had been fortunate too with getting to learn more about that and get to experience kind of some of that culture too. So I'm very happy with getting to learn more about it. Okay, so what are you rating it?
I'm rating it George Carlin. How hangs the hammer? Well, it's got 5 stars. I am going to at least go 4.7. I'm not going to go total 5 until I throw it a couple times.
Fair enough.
Then we'll see how it holds up from the throw.
I'm probably going to go with 4, 4.5.
Is that the age of the girls you like to date?
Huh?
Is that the age of the girls you like to date?
Wow.
9!
You motherfuckers. Okay. All right.
Bad jokes are on a roll.
Yeah.
So we'll see how much he edits out of this.
I'll probably be editing that part out.
Just give you another point. So overall, yeah, I'm the tinker and I've done with this. You know, sitting there working at the computer, I get a chance to flip it around and play with it. And
You mean
the
Tomahawk, right?
Tomahawk, too. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with it so far.
Yeah, like I said, that's not a bad Tomahawk. I mean, and like you said, finding one with an actual hammerhead on it too. That's a nice option to have.
Have you ever played Bloody Fingers with a Tomahawk? Well, they call me Tony.
Call me Stubbs.
Other than that, I have nothing else to say about this.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a good unit.
yeah. Like
For
I
the
said,
price point,
yeah.
that's a pretty good price for that.
Yeah, we'll have to sit there and do some tests with throwing it too, and see how much we like it for that too. Because I think we can do another video about that.
Yeah, that's my curiosity, my more curiosity with this being cast, how well it's gonna hold up
Yeah.
hitting timber.
Timber.
So you know, once cast cracks, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Well, not anymore today. They got modern welders that actually do pretty well on stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't have one. Not the fancy ones. Just saying.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be our next review, is a cold welder.
Right.
We'll have a lot of fun. We said, you know, weapons of opportunity. We can analyze a welder or some tools. We've already done a wrench.
Right.
One of these days, we probably ought to do a firearm too, just to irritate people. Leftists. We don't actually own guns.
Oh, the fuck you're talking about?
We're gonna tax you on everything gun and ammo you have. Guns aren't the problem.
Yeah, go back to our blunt force trauma video to hear that talk.
Yeah, reference back to that one. That's good talk.
Yeah. All right.
Other than that, I guess we'll see what little funny little snippets we put in this week.
Go from there.
Get Swifty!
Get Swifty!
Get Swifty in here!
I'm Pickle Rick!
I'm Pickle Rick!
Anyways, I'm Nick.
I'm done.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you guys watching our video. Always feel free to subscribe, hit the like button, and also check out the links for the products we have posted in our video.